What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today on Tactical Pineapple, we're going to discuss the stupid motherfucking allegations Alec Baldwin be throwing around about his fucking prop pistol and why he's a dumb son of a bitch, an ignorant motherfucker, and I'm fucking tired of it. Alright, so first and foremost, if you're not familiar with the channel, head on over to tacticalpineapple.com/express. Look at the holsters that we're providing for everybody, and get yourself something that you can understand is universally mounted, it's secure, it holds your pistol the way it should, and does everything a fucking holster should, even especially if it's off-body carry. So, hey, we're going to get into it real motherfucking quick. Alright, so obviously, I believe everybody here understands and is familiar with the issues that we have currently with Alec Baldwin. Specifically with the movie set of Rust and the fact that he killed somebody. Now, I understand. There are people who are going to be like, well, why was there live ammo on set? Why was there this? Why was there that? And you are not wrong. I'm not discounting your beliefs. I'm not discounting what you have to say. There should never have been live ammunition on set. There should never have been a gun that had live ammunition in it that wasn't priorly checked by the armorer and blah, blah, blah. However, at the end of the day, every single person is responsible for the gun safety that happens when the gun is in their motherfucking hands. Alright? So, Alec Baldwin, this is not the first fucking time that he's been in a movie with a gun. It is not the last time he'll probably be in a movie with a gun, even though he says he's never gonna do a movie with guns in it again. Fact of the matter is, he's gonna follow the fucking paycheck. And what I want you guys to see is this, right here. This is a fucking movie gun. This is a replica of a Beretta M92, right? This is a replica of a 9mm Beretta Model 92 Auto. This is an Italian copy of that specific gun. This is an 8mm version. As you can see, or maybe you can't see, right here there's a slit down the barrel. This is a prop gun. This gun has been used in movies. Specifically, the certificate of authenticity for this one, it was used in a movie with an individual who went by the name of John McClane. Now, specifically, this doesn't replicate to what was being used in the movie Rust. Now, the reason it does not replicate for that is because there's not a whole lot of copies of 8mm model fucking Colt 78s. Now, what is a Colt 78? A Colt 78 is an 1878 version of a Colt 45. It is the original Colt 45. It is also known by the terminology of a single action Colt Army. So, the replica that was being used by Alec Baldwin was almost identical to that of a Colt 78. Now, the action in and of itself is a 100% replica copy. The pistol itself is a 100% replica copy, except it's using newer variants of materials. So, that being said, what does that mean? That means that the hammer, and I know this is a newer version, and I don't have the Peacemaker version of this because I wasn't able to make it to my father's house. I do have a replica version of a Colt 78 because I have a replica from the movie Tombstone. What we were talking about is the iconic Peacemaker. So I'm using this simply for hammer action. Now, on a revolver, it's a little bit different than a semi-automatic pistol like this. But, however, I'm going to go ahead and do this. So this, boom, all the way back is the only position on this particular action. Now, this is what Alec Baldwin in his interview are banking on you understanding. So if I take this and go to about 3/4 of a position and drop it, it is going to send forward and fire a cartridge, correct? Now, the problem is on the revolver that Mr. Alec Baldwin was using. Let's just go here, and I don't have one for reference, so we're just going to go ahead and do it. If I went to here, you would hear a click. And this is what is known as the safety position. It is just a little bit back from the standard forward position. Then we're going to go a little bit further, and you would hear another click. At this point, you would be able to free spin the cylinder of the revolver, and it would act as another safety within the hammer throw of the pistol. And then finally, you would finally get the last lock position of said hammer. Now, it would never drop forward past, say, the second position if I never went past the third position. It would only ever go back to the second position. If I was in between the second and the first position, it would only go back to the first position. Now, that means that Mr. Alec Baldwin said, I did, throw the hammer back, but I never had my finger on the trigger. Now, his particular action was a single action. What you saw there would be a dual action where I pulled the trigger, the hammer moved, and threw it. This is not going to happen in a single action pistol, right? So single action, the hammer is never going to move. There's never going to be any movement of the action. However, if an individual were to bring and so-called fan a pistol, right? So you fan it, you bring the hammer back, and then you let go of it, and it would fall forward. What you see here in the dual action is, once I bring that back, even though I have the pistol trigger pulled, it does not send the hammer forward. Now, I let go, boom, hammer goes forward. Single action, if I'm holding the trigger down and I fan that back, it's going to continue to go forward. And it's going to do that. And the only reason it continues to do it here in this position is because I'm, boom, not actually pulling it all the way back to the locked position. So, what I'm doing and what I'm saying in this video is that Alec Baldwin is full of fucking garbage, he's full of bullshit, and he's trying to make sure that people like you don't understand how fucking retarded this guy truly is. So, I'm going to go ahead and say this. Alec Baldwin killed somebody with a fucking pistol, and him and his lawyers are attempting to make sure that nobody holds him liable for the fucking actions that he caused. This is a prop pistol. What Alec Baldwin was using was a real fucking pistol. Somebody, not saying it was his fault, brought live ammunition onto the set. But at the beginning of fucking shooting, it is the person who's going to use the pistol's responsibility to make sure that that firearm is safe. Now, I understand. There's certain individuals who are not going to understand anything about firearms, and that's going to cause a problem. That's why there's something called an armorer. The armorer who is on set completely fucked up. Completely fucked up. And yes, they are responsible for the actions that happened that day. However, if I am to take this pistol, load it with ammo, but don't worry YouTube, completely empty. Also, it's an 8mm replica. It doesn't even have a fucking barrel that you can actually see through. And throw this in, and I lock this fucking thing forward, and I go like this, and I put it to you, nothing's going to happen. Even if I had a live cartridge in it. Why? Because I'm not dumb enough to point it at somebody who's standing in fucking front of me. I will point it off camera. I will point it through a mirror. I will do it what needs to be done. But the fact of the matter is, I will never point even a fake fucking firearm at an individual. Because fucking goddamn it. Firearm safety, motherfucker. Jesus Christ. I don't care what you need to tell yourself to get through the day. Be honest with the rest of the American fucking people. The interview you did with ABC was nothing more than you attempting to justify your own fucking positions and to be able to sleep at night. Fact of the matter is, Alec, if you ever see this video, I want you to fucking understand it, is you killed somebody. The actions of you, and you alone, took somebody's life. Had you been more diligent and done your research and actually paid attention to the 5 basic rules of gun fucking safety, that director would still be here today, regardless of who let live ammunition on set. Now, if you've made it to this point of the video, understand this. I appreciate you, I respect you, and god damn it, you're fucking important. But carry your fucking pistols. Brandon hates them, and I'll see you in the next video.